Conspiracy theory or not, if Trump goes to jail, it's gonna open up so much more shit that's wrong with America than what is going on right now.
Fuck it, free Trump. It's all bullshit.
Yes, because he's done illegal things.
The elephant in the room. If you've seen this picture right here, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. The state of Georgia is trying to bring President Trump in. He turned himself in sometime last week, and a lot of people are taking to the streets. In Georgia, for example, we did see a clip there.
It's a disgrace with what they're doing to the Constitution and what they're doing to Trump, and I call it a witch hunt.
People protesting or wanting to encourage the president. Some people think him talking about the Georgia election being stolen was just him exercising his free speech, and some people think otherwise. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's super short today, guys. I'm so sorry. It was the storm that kicked in and I had to take shelter. But next week, I'll be back with the part 2. Before you leave though, make sure you subscribe, like, share this video with your friends and family, and even your enemies. Much love, guys. Why do you think Trump should go to jail?
For trying to overturn a election result.
Some people see it as him just exercising his free speech.
He tried to intimidate, from what I can see from the evidence, the governor, was it, or the attorney general rather, of Georgia, where there's that taped phone call of him saying, I want to find another however many votes. That's going way more than just free speech. That's wrong, and that's trying to interfere.
Is Trump racist?
Yeah. I just see, like, from the last stats, I see he's racist, but I don't see from his conversation, from his I recently saw the Republicans' conversation from the meeting that they had. I don't know, but from his presidential elections, I feel him. Yeah.
I think America can do better than the old, wealthy people who run the government, and maybe decent people, but they're too old. And I think in America, because you need lots of money to get into politics, that is a bar to decent people. I mean, obviously there are good people with money, but there would be way more people if it was easier.
Elections are elections. They just do that in a formal way, and you can't, go against them and say, like, okay, this is wrong.
You did say in America, you need a lot of money to get into politics.
Yeah.
Is that the same case in England?
It's not quite the same. I mean, obviously money makes everything in life easier, but we do have politicians who've come from modest means, although not many. Boris Johnson is one of many that have been to a very top fee-paying school, for example. But it's probably a bit easier than the US.
Do you think elections are really thorough and honest, or you think in some way it's a little bit shady?
Yeah, I think it's legit. I think it's good. It's a honest elections, I feel. Yeah.
American elections are honest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do you say so?
I mean, just like everything that he's done, I mean, especially like looking at it from my perspective, I'm a Hispanic. Of course, I'm going to have a bias towards him because of the border crisis that's going on. I have family members that have tried and still can't get into this country because of everything that's going on. But I mean, it all depends on your perspective of things, I'm going to have a different perspective, and it all just depends about, like, color, your skin, and all that, really.
You think it depends on race?
I say so, yeah.
Politically, where do you stand?
It's all bullshit. Should Trump go to jail? Fuck it, free Trump.
Free Trump?
Free him.
Why?
Why go to jail? Do I think Trump won?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Whoever counted the votes, no. So who counted the votes? Maybe the people that counted the votes should go to jail.
The state of Georgia
Should go to jail.
Do you think Trump is racist, though?
Yeah.
You think he's racist?
Yeah. You want to put everybody in jail that's racist? There's a lot of racists. Yeah, Trump's racist.
Do you think he means good for all of Americans?
I think anybody means well by all of America. Nobody can mean well for everybody. I might mean well for you, but I might not mean well for him.
Yes.
Why?
Because he's done illegal things. He incited the January 6th riots. I'm pretty sure he forged some, he shared government documents, classified government documents with people who should not be looking at them.
Because he is sexist, he's misogynist, and he sets precedents of inequality in America.
A lot of the things you said might not hold in court, so can you give me something that will hold in court?
Yeah, he incited January 6th riots directly over the internet. He sent tweets that directly encouraged people to do something that broke the law, and I think that in itself is something that can send him to jail. He has a team of people that are helping him write stuff, like a public team that's supposed to represent him, and if he's putting out messages that are encouraging hate speech and hate crimes, then that's on him.
You know, I don't know, but I do know that there's people that get paid more than me to figure that out.
Maybe I should ask them.
Yeah.
If Trump goes to jail, it's gonna open up so much more shit that's wrong with America than what is going on right now. Conspiracy theory or not, if Trump goes to jail, a lot more shit's going on with America than what you think it is.
A lot of people hearing that would be like, first of all, he's racist, he's a Trump supporter, he's a bigot, he's misogynistic. They will start attributing all the things they believe Trump is towards you. And what is your say to that?
That's okay. Look at my skin color, Bubba. I'm brown.
Okay.
I'm not racist. I served 8 years in the military. I have friends who were all skin colors. I want Americans to be free. We have too much government intervention as it goes right now. People should be able to defend themselves with their rights, with guns. Fuck the police. All cops are bad. Say what you want about that. Cops are good. Fuck you. Fuck the police. Make sure you have every gun. Stay armed.
I feel like there's a gun abuse going on in the U.S. Do you think the same?
I think it's overportrayed by the media showing what's wrong with America. If you want to make schools impenetrable by people who have guns, who want to do harm, do the same things that y'all do at the courthouse. How many courthouse shootings do you hear about? How many shootings do you hear about that happen inside of these protected areas, such as like in Congress? That never happens there. Think of more areas that are armed. How many bank robberies do you hear about anymore nowadays? You don't hear about them. You know why? Because they have armed guards. We need to harden our school. That's key word. Harden our schools. Fuck the NRA. I'm a very big gun person, all right? I love guns. I think everyone should have Second Amendment is the end-all be-all amendment, in my opinion.
Do you think Trump was trying to overturn the 2020 election?
No. And let's just say he did overturn the election, right? Look at the consequences we face now by having Biden in office. How much are you paying for milk right now? How much are you paying for eggs? How much is your gas? How much is the interest rate on a home loan right now?
But you do know that that's not Biden's fault. There are a lot of factors that play into that.
My thing is, we have a big racial divide in America, right? We have a big racial divide in America, and that didn't happen during Trump, nor did it happen during Biden's office. Obama is the one who allowed this to happen during his office, right? So you can go to Arizona, and there's checkpoints. There's checkpoints to ask you, hey, are you an American citizen? Last time I remember, we're not living in Nazi Germany. You can't come up to me and ask me if I'm an American citizen or whether or not, right? That only happened when Obama was in office. Take that into consideration, right?
So a storm started, guys. Part two coming up.
Follow this fucking channel, all right? If you don't, you're a loser.